The dried fruit industry is a fascinating and dynamic sector of food processing that blends traditional methods with cutting-edge technology. The process of turning fresh fruit into dried fruit extends the fruit's shelf life, making it a convenient, healthy snack option that can be enjoyed year-round. The production process can vary depending on the type of fruit, the desired end product, and the scale of the operation, but many of the core steps remain consistent across different types of fruit. In this in-depth guide, we'll explore the dried fruit making process in a factory setting for 4 types of fruit: figs, dates, grapes, raisins, and avocado. We'll also look at innovations and advancements expected in 2024, as the industry evolves to meet the growing global demand for dried fruit products. Before we dive into the process itself, it's important to understand why dried fruits are so popular. Drying fruit removes the moisture that can cause spoilage, allowing the fruit to last much longer than its fresh counterpart. This makes dried fruits an ideal snack for consumers who want a healthy, portable, and shelf-stable option. Additionally, dried fruits retain most of the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants found in fresh fruits, making them nutrient-dense. They are also rich in fiber and, depending on the drying process, can retain their natural sugars, which enhances their flavor without the need for added sweeteners. Moreover, as more consumers shift toward plant-based diets and seek out healthier snacks, dried fruits have become a staple in many households. The growing trend of clean eating and the increasing awareness of the benefits of reducing food waste also contribute to the rising popularity of dried fruit. From a production standpoint, drying fruits allows manufacturers to make use of surplus harvests that would otherwise go to waste, reducing food loss and improving sustainability. Now, let's delve into the dried fruit making process for each type of fruit, starting with figs. Figs are one of the oldest known dried fruits, with a history that dates back thousands of years. Their natural sweetness and chewy texture make them a popular choice for snacking, baking, and culinary applications. The dried fig production process can vary depending on the region and the technology used, but the following steps are generally common across fig drying operations. Harvesting. Figs are typically harvested when they are fully ripe, as they don't continue to ripen after being picked. This makes timing crucial. The fig trees are often hand-harvested because figs are delicate and can bruise easily if handled roughly. After harvesting, the figs are transported to the factory for processing. Sorting and grading. Once the figs arrive at the factory, they are sorted and graded by size, color, and ripeness. Automated systems equipped with cameras and sensors are often used to ensure uniformity, though manual inspection is still common in smaller-scale operations. Figs that are overripe, underripe, or damaged are removed at this stage to ensure only the best quality fruit is used for drying. Washing and cleaning. Figs are washed thoroughly to remove dirt, dust, and any pesticide residues that may be present. This is a critical step, as figs tend to have a sticky surface that can attract debris. Industrial washers use gentle water sprays and brushes to clean the figs without damaging them. Pre-treatment. Pre-treatment options for figs are minimal compared to other fruits. Some manufacturers may choose to treat the figs with a small amount of sulfur dioxide or SO2 to preserve their color and prevent spoilage. But many prefer not to use any chemicals, especially if the product is marketed as organic or natural. Drying. The drying process for figs can be done using one of 2 main methods: sun drying or mechanical drying. Sun drying. This traditional method is still used in regions with dry, hot climates. Figs are spread out on large trays and placed in direct sunlight for several days. They must be turned regularly to ensure even drying. Sun drying can take anywhere from 5 to 10 days, depending on the weather and the initial moisture content of the figs. Although it's an energy-efficient method, sun drying is slower and more prone to contamination from dust, insects, and other environmental factors. In modern factories, mechanical dryers are used to speed up the process and maintain a higher level of hygiene. The figs are placed in large drying chambers where hot air is circulated to remove moisture. The temperature and humidity levels are carefully controlled to ensure the figs dry evenly without becoming too hard or brittle. Mechanical drying usually takes around 12 to 24 hours depending on the specific conditions. After drying, the figs are cooled to room temperature to prevent condensation when packaged. They may also undergo a conditioning process where they are stored in a controlled environment for a period of time to allow the remaining moisture to redistribute evenly within each fig. This helps prevent the outer layer from becoming too dry while the inside remains moist. Once conditioned, the figs are sorted once again to remove any defective pieces. They are then packaged in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags to maintain freshness and prevent reabsorption of moisture. Figs can be sold as whole dried figs or sliced into smaller pieces depending on the product. The packaged figs are stored in a cool, dry place before being distributed to retailers. Proper storage conditions are important to prevent mold growth or spoilage. Dates are a popular dried fruit known for their natural sweetness and chewy texture. They are often enjoyed as a snack or used as a natural sweetener in various recipes. The dried date production process shares similarities with that of figs, but also has its unique characteristics. Dates are harvested when they are fully ripe, as they do not ripen further once picked. The harvesting process can be labor-intensive, especially for taller date palms, where workers must climb to the tops of the trees to collect the fruit. In larger operations, mechanical harvesters may be used. Like figs, dates are sorted and graded by size, ripeness, and quality. This step helps ensure that only the highest quality dates are used for drying. Dates that are damaged, overripe, or underripe are discarded or used for other purposes, such as date paste or syrup. Dates have a sticky surface that can easily attract dirt and debris, so thorough washing is essential. Industrial washers with gentle water sprays and brushes are used to clean the dates without damaging their delicate skin. In some cases, dates are pitted before drying. This step is especially common if the final product will be chopped or processed further. Pitting is done using specialized machinery that removes the stone without damaging the flesh of the date. Dates are naturally low in moisture compared to other fruits, so the drying process is relatively short. There are two primary methods for drying dates: sun drying and mechanical drying. Sun drying. In regions with dry, hot climates, sun drying is a common method for dates. The dates are spread out on trays and left to dry in the sun for several days. This method is energy efficient but slower and more prone to environmental contamination. Mechanical drying. Most modern factories use mechanical drying systems to speed up the process and ensure consistent results. Dates are placed in large drying chambers where hot air circulates, removing moisture. The temperature and humidity are carefully controlled to prevent the dates from becoming too dry. Mechanical drying usually takes around 24 to 48 hours. After drying, the dates are cooled to room temperature. Conditioning may be used to allow the moisture to redistribute evenly within the fruit, which helps maintain the desired texture. The dried dates are sorted again to remove any damaged or overly dried pieces. They are then packaged in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags to maintain freshness. Dates can be sold whole, chopped, or pressed into bars, depending on the product. Once packaged, the dates are stored in a cool, dry place before being distributed. Grapes used for making raisins are typically harvested when they are fully ripe and have reached their peak sugar content. The timing of the harvest is crucial, as underripe grapes will produce lower quality raisins. Once harvested, the grapes are sorted and graded based on size, color, and ripeness. Only high-quality grapes are selected for drying, as damaged or underripe grapes will result in poor quality raisins. Grapes are washed thoroughly to remove any dirt, dust, or pesticide residues. This is a critical step to ensure the final product is safe and clean. Grapes may undergo pre-treatment before drying to speed up the process and improve the final product's quality. One common pre-treatment is dipping the grapes in a mild alkaline solution, which helps crack the skin and allows moisture to evaporate more quickly during drying. Some raisins are also treated with sulfur dioxide or SO2 to preserve their color and prevent spoilage. There are two main methods for drying grapes into raisins. Sun-drying. This traditional method involves spreading the grapes out on large trays and leaving them to dry in the sun for several days. Sun-drying can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks depending on the climate and the size of the grapes. Mechanical drying. In modern factories, mechanical dryers are used to speed up the drying process. Grapes are placed in drying chambers where hot air circulates to remove moisture. The temperature and humidity levels are carefully controlled to ensure even drying. Mechanical drying usually takes around 24 to 48 hours. After drying, the raisins are cooled to room temperature to prevent condensation during packaging. Conditioning may be used to allow the remaining moisture to redistribute evenly within the raisins. The raisins are sorted again to remove any defective pieces. They are then packaged in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags to maintain freshness. The packaged raisins are stored in a cool, dry place before being distributed to retailers. Avocados are harvested when they are mature, but not fully ripe. This allows them to ripen during the processing phase. The timing of the harvest is crucial, as overripe avocados can become mushy and difficult to process. Once harvested, the avocados are sorted and graded based on size, ripeness, and quality. Only high-quality avocados are selected for drying. Avocados must be peeled and sliced before drying. Specialized machinery is used to peel the avocados and slice them into uniform pieces. This step is important to ensure even drying. Due to their high fat content, avocados require a different drying process than other fruits. The two most common methods are freeze drying. This method involves freezing the avocado slices and then removing the moisture through a vacuum process. Freeze drying preserves the avocado's texture and nutrients, making it a popular choice for high-quality dried avocado products. Freeze-dried avocados can be rehydrated or used in powdered form for cooking and baking. Dehydration. Avocado slices can also be dehydrated using hot air drying methods. The slices are placed in drying chambers where hot air circulates to remove moisture. The temperature is carefully controlled to prevent the avocados from becoming too hard or losing their flavor. After drying, the avocado slices are cooled to room temperature. They are then packaged in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags to maintain freshness. Dried avocados are often sold as chips or in powdered form. The packaged dried avocados are stored in a cool, dry place before being distributed.